So this is Paczki Day vodka. So the way this all started was about 5 years ago. Our distiller of Polish descent, Steve Orzechowski, had this idea, and he asked us for some vodka when my business partner and I were going out of town. He's like, I want to do this little experiment. And so we're like, okay. And we leave town. And what he did was he distilled 1 dozen raspberry Paczki from his favorite bakery, New Palace Bakery, which is this like legendary 100-year-old bakery in Hamtramck, like that makes the best Paczki basically in the world. And he distilled Paczki, and, you cover some, some of the cannabis industry, I was like, what were you smoking to come up with this idea? But, what happened, we came back and it was like, this tastes like a Paczki. This is wild. So this just started off as like a little thing for family and friends, because Steve would always go to Hamtramck and his goal was to capture the essence of the Paczki Day party in a bottle. And he shared it with some friends and they shared it with some friends. And then it just caught on like wildfire. And so it's become this huge cult classic thing that we do every year before Paczki Day. And like last year, for example, we made just over 4,000 bottles. It sold out online in 22 minutes.
Whoa.
It is crazy. And so, this year we're ramping up production. This is something that it's like around the clock grind that starts all year. And so, it never ceases to amaze me, the level of demand of this, but it makes me, I shouldn't be surprised because it combines two things. It combines 2 ingredients, Paczki and vodka. 2 things that the Polish community is very passionate about, and everybody's a Polish come Fat Tuesday. And then when you combine the two, it's just like this whole other level of insanity. And so it's become this big thing that we do every year, and it's just absolutely wild, but we have tons of fun with it.
So what I heard from the public relations person is that you actually physically tear up Paczki and sort of put them in the still. I mean, that's how this works.
Yes. So the official count this year, 3,456 raspberry Paczki that were distilled, 18 dozen at a time, are distilled in. We rip them up. We throw them in the still with 500 gallons of potato vodka from Poland and Michigan. And they soak overnight, and you come in the morning, it's like this beautiful, like rosé red color. And then you fire up the still, and it boils, and it extracts the alcohol vapor, which extracts the flavor of the Paczki, and then it condenses back to liquid, and the result is Paczki Day vodka. And it's not overly sweet. It's not like a, artificially flavored, engineered raspberry flavored vodka. It's more subtle, but you can really taste the Paczki on it. It's the raspberry is really pronounced this year, and it's a subtle, like glazy doughiness to it. It's pretty wild.
I have over the years sampled a lot of different vodkas, and so I learned to like the top shelf kinds of stuff because of the taste. And if I'm going to mix it, like to make a Moscow Mule or something, then I get cheap shit, So, but if I'm going to really drink vodka and put it on the rocks, then I go for the better stuff. So apparently a lot of people agree with this now. So you did 4,000 bottles last year. What are you thinking this year? 8,000, 10?
Well, so the goal is to do 3 times what we did last year, but you guys are business people. You probably talked a little bit about like supply chain challenges.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So the goal is 3 times as much, but it's kind of unknown because this bottle we happen to get, it's different than our normal bottle. This actually came from Poland, which was born out of necessity, but this got stuck in the port of Newark, New Jersey for way too long. And we almost had no glass to put the Paczki Day vodka in.
Oh, boy.
We literally started about a month later than we normally do bottling it. And so it's, it's overtime, 7 days a week sort of thing. But it almost didn't happen this year. Would have been catastrophic, and we would have never let that happen, but it got pretty scary. So the goal is somewhere around 3 times as much. We have no, it's it's the serious grind this week to get it done because it goes on sale Friday. So
You probably would have had rioting in the Eastern Market. So, I mean, we can't have that. So,
it would have been terrifying, just knowing how passionate people have become about this. But that's part of the fun too. You know, it's rare.
We can't let 3,000 Paczki die in vain. We just cannot allow that to happen.
No. So it's all good though. We're making as much as we can. So that's always the challenge, and it's a fun one.
Okay,
No,
so how do our listeners get their mitts on this fine product?
So this Friday, February 11th, 8 a.m., DetroitCityDistillery.com.
Okay.
So we sell it online. This was a kind of new thing born out of the pandemic. You guys are tech guys. You used to just come down here at the tasting room and get it in person and stand outside for 5 hours in the freezing cold. But now you schedule a meeting at 8 a.m., you know, busy, and you're just smashing that refresh button at like, you know, 7:55, seeing when it goes online. And so you can buy it from the comfort of your home, and then you come and pick it up curbside Friday, February 18th through the 27th, just in time for Paczki Day. So you buy it online, pick it up curbside, but it goes on sale Friday at 8 a.m. on our website.
wow. And for a modest $35, and I know top shelf vodka typically goes for at least that, sometimes approaching 50 or so.
Yeah,
So-
that's a pretty reasonable price for a high-end vodka. Absolutely.
And the Polish potato vodka is ultra high end. It's like the cleanest, smoothest canvas you could possibly get, which is great when you're trying to impart, you know, the flavor of Paczki on it. So, you know, it's a fun product. It's, you know, it's not just a drink, it's an experience. So
I like that. That could be your tagline. It's not just a drink, it's an experience.
We like to say Paczki Day vodka is a lifestyle at Detroit.
Yes, indeed. Well, good. So if it's so good, I know you have a cult kind of thingy going, but why not run it all year long then, right?
Well, so here's the deal. This takes all that we got, all like every day, every hour. We have other things to make, like bourbon and normal vodka or gin. And so we could probably do it all year, but we would have no capacity to do anything else. So these are,
well, as a bourbon drinker, I'm with you. Yeah, you still need to make bourbon. So yeah.
And you know, honestly, I'm going every day to Hamtramck to pick up 18 dozen Paczki, and I've probably consumed close to 45. I've gained at least 5 pounds throughout this experience. I don't know if I can handle it 365. But you know, it's fun. It's a fun thing to do once a year, and I think that kind of plays into why it's such a big cult classic thing, because you know, it's like St. Patrick's Day, everybody's Irish.
Sure, yeah.
Paczki Day, everybody's Polish, and you know, but what I do love is that the Polish community has taken to this so fondly, and so folks will, you know, they're writing in to us from all over the United States, sometimes even Poland. We haven't gotten a call from Poland yet this year, but we usually do. And you know, these are Christmas presents. These are these come out at family celebrations, and so it's fun to connect with the community, and it's a big honor that comes with it. So there's a lot of folks who have fun with it year round.
Yeah,
so you have a Paczki Day party coming up as well. Tell us about that a little bit, if you could.
We do. So the Saturday before Paczki Day, which is February 26th. Paczki Day is March 1st, by the way, this year. So February 26th in Eastern Market, Saturday, we close down our block. Our neighbors at Eastern Market Brewing Co. are doing the same thing. And we throw a big Paczki party. So we'll have tons of this flowing. We're making some ice luges. We have Schrodix, you know, serving up some killer kielbasa. We have Piestrich pierogi, which is spectacular, doing pierogies. We got some local Hamtramckian music legends coming out for a little serenade. So it's just, it's going to be a lot of fun, and just a lot of Paczki Day vodka. And actually, we're going to be drinking a little bit of this probably. We just announced this today. This is our Paczki Head Seltzer.
Ooh, yeah.
So, you know, you're like, Paczki in a seltzer. This tastes delicious. So this is like a raspberry cream soda. You know, whereas this is like all natural, no flavored ingredients, no added sugar, whatever. you can't really do that with the seltzer.
Sure.
So this is raspberry sweetness, low cal, 5%, super crushable. So we'll see if this is a huge hit. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but
Mr.
Steve
Potato Head
Wojciechowski-
there, right? Yeah.
This is Paczki Head.
Oh, Paczki Head. I'm sorry, of
It's
course. yes.
inspired by Steve-O himself. So
Okay.
we're kind of having fun with it. And, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, the 70s porn stash is a nice touch. Definitely. I like it.
Yeah. Well, Matt and I, maybe we should attend this party on the 26th. What do you think, Matthew?
We love it.
I think that's a fine idea.
Yeah,
It's on my
that
calendar already. So
Yeah, it'd be fun. All right. I need fun. I mean, people say you're living like a hermit. And I go, well, a big part of it's the pandemic. I can't really go anywhere and do anything, so, and that's not my style. Normally, Matthew's known me for a long time. I'm more of a party boy. So I look forward to these things.
Yeah, we'll be outside and inside. So, outside will be fun and safe. We'll be socially distanced, but we'll be having a good old time.
Yeah, get a motel room downtown for sure, so all right. So we got about a minute or so left. I know you got it. I'm gonna make sure I get this in my newsletter tomorrow. I have a lot of friends on the west side of Grand Rapids that are Polish. They probably aren't aware of this, but they're gonna wanna be able to get online and buy this. So how do they do that?
Yep. So DetroitCityDistillery.com, Friday, February 11th, 8 a.m. So that's buy it online and come pick it up from us. It will start hitting some liquor store shelves the following week, February 14th. So there will be some out on the west side as well. But if you want to guarantee a bottle, you better get it from us. So.
All right, Mike Forsyth from the City Distillery. I can make sure I get it right here. And Detroit City Distillery. Make sure I get it right. And so if you want to get in on this, you got to get ready at 8 o'clock Friday morning, this Friday coming, because last year it went in 20 minutes. So, I mean, and you think, I know you had a little issue there with supply. So you did 4,000, take maybe 8,000 this year or so, or what do you think?
Yeah, somewhere between 2 and 3 times as much. So
Okay.
we'll know, probably Wednesday night how much it's going to be, and that'll be what it is. So we have no idea, but I wouldn't sleep on it. So if you wanted, I'd get online and be ready.